Hey, hello, I'm Johnny Warrior. I'm Senior Instructor for Thunderbird Outdoor Adventures. Today, we're going to do a continuation of one of the series that we do on medicinal and edible herbs. We're going to cover garlic. Yes, garlic and its wonderful medicinal purposes. I don't think we need to elaborate too much on the absolute yumminess of what it brings on the plate. But did you know that there's a huge amount of health benefits, and we're going to go over them specifically one by one. First of all, we need to understand that garlic is part of the allium class of plants. That's where like leeks and onions and shallots and stuff like that come from. And the reason they're classified that because all aspects of that bulb has a property called allicinium in it. Okay, now allicin is the medicinal property within the onion, the leek, the garlic, and everything else that has all the goodness to it that we so often associate as a antimicrobial. That's a generic term that we use as something that takes care of virus, takes care of bacteria, takes care of fungus, etc. So let's go over specifically some of the medicinal properties that garlic has to offer for us and why we want to include it in our diet on a daily basis, once or twice a day. All right, so first, it's highly nutritious. Just the nutritional value, it has manganese, B6, vitamin B, so you got another additional property of vitamin B, C. And that's 15% of your daily input for just a couple cloves of that. Selenium and fiber. All right, anything that you can add fiber, especially for males and the age bracket over 30, is going to be good. And fiber is one of those things that it's difficult to find in the within our natural palate. So anything we can add to the plates is a good thing. Garlic can also combat illness, like the common cold, and like I was saying, it is it functions as an immunity booster as well as an antimicrobial. Now, what we're talking about here is it has been known right here in a 12-week study of daily garlic supplement reduced the number of colds by 63% compared to a placebo. So that's pretty specific. That's pretty notable. It also reduced the average length of cold symptoms by 70% from 5 days to 1.5 days. Now, the way that you would want to probably add this specifically to your diet is if you take minced garlic and put it in honey with a little bit of lemon juice. Take 2 tablespoons 3 times a day when you have an active cold. That will treat the cold, and if you take that once a day in the morning, it does prevention of colds. So that's something that you probably want to put actively into your diet. It's also, the active compounds in allicin is really great for reducing blood pressure and hypertension. They're saying, up to 600 to 1500 milligrams, right, was just as effective as entenolol, which is one of the most common prescribed blood pressure products out there right now. And it was just as effective as that in reducing high blood pressure over a 24-week period. So if you can do that in a natural state, it's pretty awesome. Now, what we're talking about, 600 to 1500 milligrams, you can get the garlic tabs. The problem with those little gel garlic tabs is that it's like cod oil or omega tablets. You burp and it tastes nothing but garlic. Well, you burp with the cod, and the cod liver tastes nothing like but fish. What I do is I take my own garlic, fresh garlic bulb, slice it down, dehydrate it in a dehydrator, grind it into powder, and then measure out in 500 milligram or 250 or 500 milligram increments and put them in the gel caps and make my own little gel cap. So you can measure that out on your own. It's worth doing. That way you're going to have a fresher product that you know where it's coming from. Especially if you're growing your own garlic, it's a pretty awesome idea because it's going to be higher in content because it's not going to be sitting on the shelf and degenerating so much. The fresher the product that you can get and consume, the higher and more stable the level of the constituent is. Remember that. Garlic improves cholesterol levels, which definitely helps with your risk of heart disease. Now, it's saying right here that garlic can lower total LDL, which, you know, LDL is the bad, and then you have HDL, that's the good. But now, here is, like for me, this is why garlic's good for me. My cholesterol's not that bad, but I have an anomaly where my LDL is much higher, and I have an abnormally low HDL, which is the good cholesterol. So what garlic will do is it specifically concentrates on the LDL, and it'll lower the LDL, right? But it has no effect on the HDL. So instead of taking a tablet that controls cholesterol and hits both LDL and HDL, I'm taking something in garlic that it's just affecting specifically the LDL properties of that cholesterol. So I'm evening it out a little bit better and allowing my body to naturally control cholesterol through diet, exercise, etc. So garlic also contains a lot of antioxidants that will prevent Alzheimer's disease and dementia. So adding that into your diet will help with adding those antioxidants in there and preserving mental physiology as well as brain health, etc. You know, there's proteins and everything that we talk about, like with brain food, that allows us to, you know, maintain mental health. This is just another factor involved in that. So garlic is also going to help you live longer in general, again, because it's good for the immunity system. It's good for reduction of heart attacks, reduction of cholesterol. Overall, it's good. You know, it's actually a natural enhancer, a physiological enhancer. It's been used as a supplement for athletic performance enhancement for a long time, and you can use it naturally as doing though. It also will detoxify your system from heavy metals, and that's kind of key when you can give some relief on the liver and allow it to flush out and use it as a dietary supplement. Now, when we're taking it as a detoxifier, if we're taking it daily as immunity booster, that's going to be enough to help with the detoxification as well. But, you know, try to eat it in conjunction as well with every meal that you can. You know, it also has a tendency to help with bone health, and it has, you know, menopausal women have a tendency to be very susceptible to osteoporosis. Garlic can actually has benefits that affect bone health in women specifically. So, you know, by increasing estrogen levels and, you know, having benefits for, you know, contributing to bone health, it's always good. Now, another little known fact is that it's a natural mosquito repellent. If you can consume enough of that and yeast, you'll actually sweat. And it's not like you're going to smell like garlic. You know, you're going to have garlic breath, but you can maintain that. But if you consume it enough in your meals, along with taking a yeast supplement, you'll secrete the sensory of yeast and garlic, and mosquitoes can't stand that, and that's a natural mosquito repellent. That won't make you smell like beer and garlic, you know. That would be kind of disgusting. But so it's not going to secrete from you because we're not going to be able to smell it, but it definitely repels mosquitoes, you know. So here's a few things to think about when we're talking about using natural effects as far as some products that we consume daily, regionally, and everywhere in our diet. Add garlic in there. Put more garlic in there. Start measuring out and using it in conjunction with some other planned medicinal herbs, and see how it works for you. Some people do have an intolerance for garlic, but that's kind of a rarity. And I guarantee you it's something that's going to definitely benefit your immunity system, make you feel a little healthier, and help your performance overall. Alright, until next time, I'm Johnny Warrior. Please tune in, like our channel. We try to do good material for you guys here on Thunderbird Outdoors Adventures, and we also want to ask you to watch our videos, leave comments, and interact with us so that we know that we're bringing you good content. Till next time, remember, get outside, have fun, and live life to its fullest.